Okay, welcome to the video. And people said, there's a thing about Canyon going on now. Canyon bikes, seat posts on the Aeroad having issues with rubbing, frame flex. There's dirt if you live in riding your bike in a wet climate, which is probably why you probably buy a disc brake road bike because you ride a lot in the wet. Today I was raining in Adelaide and I went riding in the middle of the day. In the morning it was wet. I didn't go out. I prefer riding in dry. That's just me. But if you this is what I don't understand. These guys are buying Canyon bikes with disc brakes because they love riding in the wet rain, right? And if you ride in the wet, you've got to make sure that your bike can handle the wet. Now, what's happening is it's got this picture here is some road grit is getting down the back of the seat tube, and it's rubbing away the carbon on carbon. All right, and this stuff's very thin, and it's causing some issues. So someone here, the photo's not super clear, but you can sort of see a bit of wear and tear here. And this is a pretty new bike. This is that new fandangled seat post, which I said back in my old videos, there's going to be problems with this because it's proprietary. People are, Canyon's got the best engineers in the world. And they probably do in China, you know. I dare say they would. These are Chinese-made frames and forks, and they're made to good quality. But the problem with the Gen 1 product is it's not really real well proven as we see. So some people are having issues with their Canyon bike, and it's all over weight weenies. You can see, can you tell which account is mine on weight weenies? I'm on this page, have a look. But so it's a big thread, 108 pages talking about Canyon Aeroads and the pros and cons of it. Now, to be fair, I am a fan of Canyon. I am a fan of Canyon. If I was going to buy a Canyon bike today, this is what I'd get. I would happily ride on. This is the Canyon Ultimate CF SLX. This is the best model they ever sold. And this is got, I'll tell you what's the best. It's got pretty much standard fork. Maybe you could put a TCR fork in there, or you put some reducers in there, and pretty much put most forks in there. It's got just press fit bottom bracket. No, actually this was threaded. I think this was a BSA threaded, and it's also got a 27.2 seat post with a standard clamp on there. You know, why people faffing around with aero seat posts? Now I sell an aero bike for people who want it, but I'll tell people straight away, it's an aero seat post. You're gonna have problems with it. Most likely, if it's not this week, it's going to be next year or next 5 years. You're going to have problems with aero seat posts. They slip. They just, what's wrong with the circle? All right, stick with the circle. Circle works. But hey, for the people who want the aesthetic look, I'll see an aero bike. But when I'm riding when I'm buying my bikes, I'm going, it's 27.2. Can't beat 27.2. So this is on Reddit as well. A word of advice to 2021 Aeroad owners and praise for Canyon's customer service. So people are experiencing fantastic customer service with Canyon, which is great. Canyon make an absolute killing. Very smart business model. Buy something cheap from China, flip it for thousands of euros extra, and you can just employ they've probably got about 1,000 staff or more if you include the factories in China. And you got logistics, so they employ a lot of people. They provide a lot of service, so that's really cool. But there's a bit of debate: is it the carbon paste? Is it the grease? Is it the dirt? Should there be a rubber sleeve? It's just pain in the rump. First world problems. This is the seat post here. It looks like, and so you see it's proprietary. When I saw this coming out, I was just like, man, good luck getting a new seat post down the track. What if you have problems with it? You're stranded. If you buy a Pragma, one of my main frames, what I ride. If you've got a seat post issue, I'll be like, go to your local bike shop and get a Thompson 27.2. You know what I mean? Best seat post in the world. So that's why, if you want the very, very best bike out there, get a Pragma off me. All right, the very, very best, and get a model that's got 27.2. And you have to worry about it ever again. It's like, it's so good. It's the best design. Even if you get a bit of a paint crack or a carbon crack in the back of your seat post area, it doesn't matter because you got all these seat posts sticking in there, and it's all good. It's all good in the hood, right? So there you go. So we've got problems already. Just as I picked it, man. Look at this. Look at this stuff. That for me is just screaming for tolerance issues. It's screaming for dirt and grit going down the back there, just rubbing away. And especially if you've got a big rider doing some Ks, it's just screaming proprietary problems there. It's screaming that. But hey, I'm not an engineer. What would I know? I'm just a cyclist who's had a lot of bikes, worked on even more bikes, and ridden hundreds and hundreds of thousands of kilometers, and talked with a lot of pro riders, bike shop owners, etc., everyday customers. So what would I know? What would I know? But yeah, so that's my pick. That's my favorite canyon bike. This is a Pista Resistance Canyon.com bikes. This old beauty back in the day. You pick one of these up for no one would. People would be embarrassed to ride this canyon now. In my opinion. But I would love to ride this bike. This is basically a Pragma glycogen. It's basically a Pragma Bogs Deep. That's what it is, pretty much. And I can't say which factory it's come from, but I'd say it's probably a pretty good factory as well. Quality. It just works. This one's even got external cables. I mean, even better. Even better. But anyway, that's the deal. That's the deal. Proprietary. I told you, gang. Canyon gang. Proprietary aero seat post gang. It's a first world problem. But hey, you spend all this money on a bike, you don't want to have to be faffing around with the customer service. And it is cool that customer service has been good by Canyon. That's fantastic. What's best is you bring out products, people, to market that are actually proven, and boom, But again, I get it, My sales prove otherwise. Customers want that wanky, fancy looking stuff. And I'll sell it to you with an asterisk. Problems in the post. Just being honest. Because I would want people to be honest with me. So that's why I sell my Pragma Balls Deep, Pragma Glycogen. Just because it's just proven, man. It just works so good. Anyway, that's the wrap up. Thanks for the support. We'll see you out there on the road.